standing 6'5", number 22, Gray.
Welcome, everyone, to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Toronto Raptors. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Orlando, going up against the Magic. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. We've got Davis, and it's Nash in at the point. And for Atlanta, they've got Junior, and it's Thomas in at the small forward position. Tim, opening night, always a lot of fun for a broadcaster. But what's it like as a player?
Well, no matter how many years you have in the league, opening night creates more butterflies than any other night. You want to make that great first impression for sure, but you're also really excited that it starts to count.
And are you nervous right now?
Attack, Ryan, attack.
Here's Gray. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 to shoot. The closer is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Bird. Thomas defends. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Larry Bird at the line for one.
On the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
A new day. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. And so here is Toronto, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. First one falls for him. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating a roster for positionless basketball.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Nash. Here's Bird. This one for three. Rebounded by Lights Out.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Nash. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Gray, good.
I just love the ball movement.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Lights out. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Nash passes to Bird. It's blocked. And now the Hawks on the break. And here's Junior outside. Knocks down the long J. Gray's got 8.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside Davis. Toronto passing it around. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Lights out. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Here's Bird. Thomas defends. And here we go. The Hawks running again. Here's Gray. Good. And the assist goes to Junior. Gray's got 3 assists now in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Here's Gray following the three-point basket by Toronto. Releases. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. 10 points for him.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Hayes with a screen to the paint. And finished off by Hayes.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
There's a screen. Junior way outside. Rebound Toronto. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta. Davis, the pass to Nash. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Lights out. Atlanta leading by 16. It's Thomas on the wing. Counted. Thomas has got 8.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. King, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Bird. Give him 8 points now. Rebounded by Lights Out. The Hawks lead by 18. Thomas outside. Pass to Lights Out. Here's the closer. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's King. There's a screen. Here's Bird. And it's off from three-point range.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
The shot's good.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Thurman. Here's Nash. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Hawks. Lights Out's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Junior outside. On target from range. Gray's got 13.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. Just trying to close it out.
Here's Nash. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Bird. To the inside. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Thurman.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Lights Out from downtown. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. Gray's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Thurman. Outside Davis. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Now here is Junior. 13 points in the game. It's hauled in by Thurman. Toronto has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Pass to Starks. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Hawks.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
One shot.
Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Here's King. No points yet. That one goes. Count it.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his 2nd early foul.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam.
Number 42, Kiki Vandeweghe.
The Raptors shooting just 38% so far in this one. Here's Nash. Just 5 to shoot. From the high post. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Nowitzki. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Pass to Bird. From the wing, the rebound by Atlanta. Lights Out's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys?
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Knocked away, and he gets it back. Here's King. And the shot falls short that time. And Atlanta with possession here. Junior outside from deep three-point land. The rebound by Starks.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Here's King. Misses the layup.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Pass to Petrovic. Here's Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet. It's hauled in by Thurman. Thurman's got 4 rebounds now. Starks the pass to Nash. Here's Bird. Give him 8. Oh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Bird's got 10 points in the game.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here. He's checked in for Atlanta. Jalen Brunson comes in for Gray. And the Raptors making a change here. Toronto on D. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Here's Starks. No points so far. Davis down low. He got a piece of it. Thomas against Jackson. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Thomas. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Atlanta shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Thomas taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Thomas. George, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And both free throws good for Thomas. The Raptors shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Petrovic. Davis with a rebound. Pass to Starks. Here's King. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, a very convincing performance so far from the Hawks.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Davis, and it's King in at the 4. Nowitzki, pass to Brunson. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Here's Petrovic. No made baskets yet. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Here's King. Thomas defends, and it's King missing. And Thomas has got the ball here for the Hawks. Outside Brunson. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Anderson passes to Davis. On the clock. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's Vandeweghe. Pass to Thomas. Here's Nowitzki. Here's Vandeweghe. Check by Davis. Thomas outside. Sinks the tray. Thomas has got 13.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Sabonis' shot is off. For Atlanta, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. No problems knocking that one down.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. Atlanta in 5th.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Gray's checked in for Atlanta. Hayes is checked in for Toronto. And both free throws good for Thomas. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's Gray. He's defended by Hayes. Down low. It's tipped. And stolen by Hayes. Here's Davis. Soft touch off the glass. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Petrovic. Check by Davis. Shot clock at 5. Petrovic, shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Davis, the pass to Starks. Picked it. And now the Hawks on the break. The pull-up jumper. Gray, good. Gray's got 5 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
On the wing, Davis. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Gray. Shoots over Davis. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Davis. From down in the low post, it goes. 6 points for him.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Now here's Brunson, tightly guarded, and so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
The Raptors making a switch here. Thomas, right side. Rebound, Toronto. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Bird. 10 points for him. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Bird. Fires the 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got his 5th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And Hayes comes to help. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. Pass to Bird. Over Thomas. And it's hauled in by Gray. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-4 run. Nails it from 3. Gray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Bird. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
And the first one at the line is good. Gray's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And so he makes both from the line. Atlanta's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Junior right side. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
The Raptors have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Over to the left wing. Here's Bird. And again, Toronto, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Junior outside. Pass to lights out. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. Lights out's got 13 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Hayes. Here's Bird. He's got 12.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Toronto making a switch here. Here's Nash. Still no points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Toronto, no good. The Hawks have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Starks. Here he goes. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Starks. Will it go? The rebound by Nowitzki.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Junior passes to Lights out. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Here's Starks. Picked by Sabonis. Hayes inside. Rebounded by Lights out. Lights out's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. Back to you, Brian.
Forward thinking. Allie, thank you.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Hayes with a screen. Pass to Bird. To get back on track. And that's 2 points on the layup. Bird's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Back to Junior. From deep three-point range, he's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Nash passes to Sabonis. To the right side. Pass to Starks. And here's Hayes. Here's Nash. The 3. Great D that time from Junior.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Here's Bird. He's got 14. Pass to Sabonis. Now here's Hayes. Defense right on him. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
He had the right idea going to the fadeaway, but the defender stayed right on it.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Gray, good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Starks. Here's Bird. Cash money on the open jump shot. Bird's got 16 points.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
We've got 33 seconds left in the half. Here's Gray. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Here's Nash. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Hayes. Here's Bird. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder. And, Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Atlanta Hawks. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Atlanta Hawks.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Nash. They've got Junior, and it's Gray in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Pass to Davis. Here's Bird. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Lights out, the pass to Thomas. Here's Gray. Fires the 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Nash. He's scoreless. Pass to Hayes. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You know, when you're trailing, you can't afford mistakes, and he's made a few of them tonight.
The Hawks shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. Back to Junior. Here's Lights Out. Three-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to Junior. Lights Out's got 18.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Nash passes to Thurman. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Fourth, the Raptors.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Here's Nash. Davis, the pass to Nash. To the middle. Bird, that's good. 18 points for him.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Gray. Back to Junior. Here's Lights Out. Check by Davis. Here's Lights Out. It's Hayes with the rebound. Toronto shooting just around 32% from the field. Here's Nash. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hayes. Lets it go from deep. Nash misses. For Atlanta, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Gray, good.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Nash passes to Hayes. Now here's Davis. There's the block, and they recover it. Hayes misses.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Lights out. That's good.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Pass to Bird. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
The first one falls. The Hawks making a switch here. Good on both. Here's lights out. He's got 21. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Gray. The 3 is up. Rebound Toronto. Here's Nash. Still without a bucket. And here's Hayes. Here's Nash. Covered by Junior. Out to the wing. Here's Bird. Give him 20. And again, Toronto, no good. The closer passes to Junior. To the inside. Pass to Petrovic. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. Petrovic has got 6 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Thurman. Davis looking it over. Inside. Blocked! And they'll keep possession. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Lights out. That's good. Lights out's got 23 points. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Here's lights out. Give him 23. Junior outside. Down low. Here's the closer. Lays it up and banks it in. The closer's got his second basket of the game.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Pass to Thurman. To the paint. Another steal. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Up the floor. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get one rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree. And it's the Raptors with the ball. Right side, Davis. Pass to Nash. Here's Bird. Just 5 on the clock. And the three-pointer goes. Bird's got 23.
He's been their top scorer, but he's really had to fight for it. He'll need to be more efficient in the future for this club to reach its full potential.
Here's Petrovic. He has 6. Gray, no good. Here's Bird. Pass to Nash. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the Raptors making a change here. King's checked in. For Atlanta, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Now here's Brunson. He's closely guarded. Rebound Toronto. Thurman's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Bird. Connects on the 17-footer. Bird's got 9 points now in the second half.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Here's the pick. Down low. Nowitzki. Deflected. Here's King. Inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jalen Brunson picks one up. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Pass to Petrovic. And a nice finish on the layup. Petrovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Here's King. Toronto passing it around. Here's Thurman. Fires from deep. King gets the bucket. King's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Here's Nowitzki. He's got 9. Right side Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't nail the jumper. Toronto has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. King, no good there.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to 1 shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
Second. Team first.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Atlanta making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And for Toronto, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. McCollum against Davis. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Brunson surveys. Out to McCollum. They set a pick to the inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Toronto shooting a disappointing 38%. Pass to Bird. Here's Nash. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Team score.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
Toronto, Steve Nash, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Toronto making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Brunson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, deflected. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Pass to King. Sweet little floater.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
And the Hawks shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Yeah, they got a little loose with the ball right there, but in general, they've avoided the big mistakes, and they're running away with this.
Anderson's checked in for Toronto. Outside Davis. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Here's Petrovic. 11 points in the game. The machine, the pass to Brunson. Here's Gray. Shot clock at 6. And King pulls it down. The Raptors have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in this second half. Tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The Hawks in second.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals. .107 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Starks the pass to Davis. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. Davis has got 11 points.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
And it's in there.
Brunson with a 6th sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. And here's Davis. He's got 11. Picked by Sabonis. Davis goes in. And finished off by Davis.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now here's Brunson. Yet to see a basket. From deep. Sinks it from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Hayes, and it's Bird in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good for Brunson.
Inside, Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting just 37% in the game. Pass to Bird. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Here's Nowitzki. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Here's Bird. Lets a floater go. The rebound by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 7 rebounds in the game. Brunson against Anderson. Pass to Nowitzki. Blocked! Here's the break. It's picked off. Here's Petrovic. Outside Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Anderson with it. Pass to Bird. With the floater. The rebound by the Hawks. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Brunson passes to Lopez. Here's Vandeweghe. Anderson covers. The shot by Vandeweghe, no good. The Raptors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Starks. It's not going to go for him. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Petrovic passes to Nowitzki. On the break. Here's Bird. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And Atlanta has possession. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Nowitzki. Pass to Brunson. Pass to Petrovic. Here's Vandeweghe. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Hayes. Anderson passes to Hayes. Back to Anderson. Here's Starks. The 3. Drops in the 3. Starks has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Brunson. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And there's a nice rhythm to Brunson's game. I mean, you see it in the pull-up.
For Toronto, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. To the left wing. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Lopez. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. Shot blocked. Here's Starks from behind the arc. Rebounded by Lopez.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. And that one is stopped right through.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Toronto has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Starks. Banked it in off the glass. Starks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open look.
And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
Now here's Brunson. Takes the three. Rebound Toronto. Hayes has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Starks. There's the three. Pure from three-point range.
Maybe he's playing better during winning time. Silent in the first half, but since then, he has taken over.
Here's Brunson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And defenses prepare for Brunson's foul-drawing tactics, but they still can't do anything about it.
Jalen Brunson, 2 shots.
And he drops it first. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
And he can't hit the second.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
Toronto passing it around. The fader, another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Pass to Petrovic. Randall outside. And here's Brunson. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brunson's got 9 points in the quarter. Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Pass to King. Conley against Davis. They set the screen to the inside. Here's the break. Outside Brunson. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Outside Davis. To the paint. Here's Thurman. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Walter Davis.
Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Now here's Brunson. Wide open. And it's Brunson again missing.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Here's King. Whoa! Oh, my goodness! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Well, it's always nice to head up to the Connected Cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Now here's Brunson. Releases. Brunson missing again.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Conley. Inside. Here's Nowitzki. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Nowitzki's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Outside Davis. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Here's Nowitzki. Toronto making their last shot. Count that one. Nowitzki's got 21 points in the game. Here's Nash. Here's Davis. Out to Sabonis. Pass to King. Now here's Sabonis. Clock at 4. Here's Nash. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Randall, a screen on Davis. Outside for Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Randall's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know Randall's going to take these. If he finds something he likes on the arc, the ball is going up.
Here's Davis. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. A minute 35 left in the final quarter. Randall on the screen. Here's Petrovic, and his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hawks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Lights Out.
He impacted the game in a multitude of ways. Anytime they needed a big play, no matter what it was, he came through.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
And he makes all 3. There's a minute 17 left in the 4th quarter. Now Brunson. Pass to Nowitzki. Outside Conley. Clock at 6. Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Raptors. Now Davis. Takes a 3. That one no good.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Pass to Nowitzki. Now Lopez. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Here's Nash. Here's Davis. Here's Thurman. And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. As we leave, we present our player of the game.